go.
With the shroud gone, we can follow you in. You're looking a little dead around the edges. Let me take care of that. Of course! How could I have forgotten? Here, hold still. Let's get this done.
Be on guard.
Khajiit are like slaves to the High Elves. I pity them.
I didn't think we were going to make it out of there. Tamiil, Belron. I will make sure the Centurion, the Pact, knows of Strahl's defeat. Tamiil and Belron sacrificed themselves to see that beast slain. Their sacrifice will be remembered.
Glad you made it out there, though. I'll make sure Tamiil and Belron go up on the rolls and Mournhold. It's mad to think all those people, reduced to ink on parchment. We need to warn the settlements west of here. You put a stop to Strahl and the Reachmen, but the Worms are a far bigger menace. Nimultin. Thane Fiora is a brave, intelligent woman, and she has the resources to protect the rest of the Ragged Hills. Grab a guardsman when you reach the town. They'll direct you where you need to go. Fiora is apparently a dynamo on the battlefield. I've heard stories you wouldn't believe. Death, Reachmen, now the Worms. I need to check on my family. We have a little farm down south. My wife's father started it, actually. Stop by and say hello if you get the chance. Tell her I sent you. Woman makes the most amazing sweet rolls.
Greetings.
Welcome to Nimultin, traveler. Do you seek the counsel of our mighty Thane Fiora? Or are you here with Sergeant Ira's contingent? Urgent news, eh? Perhaps it'll take her mind off the troubles. Been enough of that lately. There was an attempt on the Thane's life. Her housecarl, of all people. Bastard. Sergeant Ira and her squad arrived just recently to look into the matter. Aye. Our Fiora's a tough one, she is. Cut that hawker down where he stood. Look, I have to keep to my post. I'm sure the Sergeant and our Thane will want to speak with you. The hall is just up the stairs, off of the main square.
Greetings.
My friend, I would swear we only spoke days ago. I can see by the look on your face you know of Nimalton's dark times. Well enough. It's good to have a reason to get up in the morning. Without my family the way it was, it's easy to wallow in thoughts of Bleakrock. Of the good days. This investigation, that's what I do now. Denskar used to say I latched onto things like a mama bear. Wouldn't let anything go. Now I use that instinct for the Pact. After my breakdown, some of the others pulled strings for me with Pact Command. As I was training, we talked about what I would do. This seemed the perfect fit.
What brings you to my hall? You don't look in need of a Thane's help. And if you are with Ira, I am not in need of her help either. A friend of Ira's? Well then, welcome to Nimalton. The King's Arrow, yes? Well met. Tell no one that Beitarnes was a member of the Worm Cult. I won't have Nimalton fall into chaos. We are on his trail. My advisor and the court mage search for any hint of the cult as we speak. Slow. My advisor Borodin is at the inn questioning townfolk. My court mage Golan is at the Mages Guild researching the Worm Cult. Would you help them? My people should not suffer for any problems within my court. I should have seen Beitarnes' treachery before it came to roost in my very hall. There's not much to tell. Bastard asked me for a private conference, said he had something sensitive to tell me. When we were alone, he pulled a knife. I had to crush his scaly neck with my bare hands. Not a thing. To think of all the days I let that scaleback drink my mead, live in my hall. Brrr!
Keep your eyes open. The daggers like sneak attacks.
Let me guess. You're looking for worm cultists, right? Well, here we are. We're all worm cultists. Everyone in Nimultan worships worms and dances with Daedra. I've learned that the Thane needs to settle down. Having a troubleshooter come all the way out here because Fiora had a fight with a housecarl. Shameful. It makes Nimultan look bad. I'm thinking we need a new Thane.
Good. Keep it up.
Get out of here! I'm busy!
You can do better than that.
The Thane is impatient. I almost have it. At first, it stumped me. Why would the cult come to this backwater? What could the cult find in Nimultan and nowhere else? I need to do more research. I need to consult a book in the Thane's library to be certain. I'll meet you there as soon as I can.
How goes the investigation?
You can do better than that.
Nimultan reminds me of Bleakrock. All these good people oblivious to danger. If only we could have protected my husband and son. Have you learned anything? He's a fool. Has Golan uncovered anything interesting?
Again.
Oh? And what is that? I'm eager to learn what he uncovers. In the meantime, would you investigate Betarnes's home? It's just south of the Thane's Hall. I trust you'll miss nothing.
You ask too many questions.
Murder? On my watch? Oh, good to see you. I have sad news. Golan is dead. We heard the sounds of a struggle. My soldiers and I arrived too late. In the library with a pair of smashed skeletons. The worm cult, I am sure of it. But how did they get past my guards? First the attack against the Thane, and now this. I've asked my soldiers to take a more active role in defending the hall. I pray it's enough. You're not afraid, are you? Stay strong, my friend. We'll find the heart of this corruption.
Greetings, Master Drendorf. As always, your memories are alive in me. How may I serve? I am, as you made me, Master, a Magicka memory matrix, a place to hold safe your dearest memories. Research entry. As I suspected, the worm cult plans to use bound companion spirits to empower Sinmur. I found evidence they're gathering in the crypt beneath Nimalten. The footprints lead from this fireplace. Here. What? No! Yes, Master Drendorf. Your notes on the companions indicate they once bound powerful heroes as eternal guardians. I cannot recall any other information on this subject.
My brethren moved to take Nimalten. They need you out of the way. What do you want? I doubt I can take you in a fair fight. Luckily, I don't have to.
Cultists. They came out of nowhere. Ira, she was leading them. She demanded I join the cult. Surprised her. I don't know. I cut her and she scampered like a skeever. Shut up and get out of here. Bleeding feels good. Reminds me I'm alive.
I saw her head toward the water.
She went into the crypt.
So you've come to kill me. Do you remember Denskar? Litrek? Do you remember how they died, bleeding from Covenant blades? I watched it all. I watched them die. You can't know how painful that is. I barely see Trin. She's off on her missions, and she'll be dead soon too in this pointless war. The worm cult came when I was grieving. They said they could reunite me with my husband, my boy. All I had to do was pass information about the Pact. Maybe, but I chose to believe. It wasn't just secrets. Soon the cult asked me to kill for them. Golan, Thane Fiora. Trin would despise what I've become. I'm done with the cult. But it's too late, isn't it? Ends now. Hero of Valpoyan.